Good afternoon, everyone. I'm James, reporting live from the heart of Cebu. We're here to gauge public opinion on the rising star Carlos de la Cruz. Let's see what our fellow Filipinos have to say.
Oh, Carlos de la Cruz, that guy's got talent. His action scenes are electrifying. Plus, he's got that genuine smile. I think he's going places.
Thank you, Kyle. What do you think sets Carlos apart?
Honestly, it's his passion. You can see it in his eyes. He's hungry for success, and that is contagious.
Great insight. Now let's dig deeper. How do you think Carlos will handle the pressure of fame?
Fame can be a double-edged sword, but if Carlos stays grounded and surround himself with good people, I think he will do just fine.
And one last question. What advice would you give Carlos de la Cruz as he navigates this unpredictable world of fame?
Stay true to yourself, Carlos. Remember your roots and never forget the people who believe in you from the heart.
Thank you, Kyle. There you have it, folks. Positive vibes all around. Carlos de la Cruz. Take note. Back to you in the studio. Welcome back. I'm James, still reporting live from the bustling streets of Manila. Now let's hear a different perspective on the rising star Carlos de la Cruz.
Carlos? Yeah, I've seen his movie. He's got a charisma, but showbiz is tough. One day you're up, and the next day, gone.
Interesting perspective, Rhea. And how do you think he'll cope with the industry's ups and downs?
Seriously? I've seen better. He's just riding the hype. But let's see if he lasts.
And one last question. What advice would you give Carlos de la Cruz as he navigates this unpredictable world of fame?
Carlos, listen up. Keep your guard up, trust your instinct, and don't let your success blind you.
Thank you, Rhea. There you have it, folks. Two contrasting opinions. Carlos de la Cruz, take note. Back to you in the studio. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm James, reporting live from my university campus. Today, we're discussing student behaviors. Let's meet Michael, who practices thriftiness. Michael, thank you for joining us.
You're welcome, James. Thriftiness is essential for a student. With rising tuition fees and daily expenses, budgeting our allowance wisely is crucial.
Absolutely, Michael. Now, tell us, how do you manage your allowance effectively?
Well, James, I create a detailed budget plan. I list all my fixed and variable expenses, tuition fees, books, food, and transportation. I allocate a portion of my allowance to each category. It helps me to avoid overspending and ensures I have enough for essentials.
Impressive. And how do you balance saving money while still enjoying your college experience?
Great questions. I look for student discounts. Buy a used books, cook meals at homes. Also, I avoid impulsive spending. It is about making smart choices.
Thank you, Michael. Thriftiness is indeed a valuable trait. Back to you in the studio. Welcome back. Now, let's meet Rusty, who embodies the Mañana habit. Rusty, thank you for sharing your perspective.
Sure, James. Mañana habit. It's by definition, it's kind of like it's the bahala na attitude of the Filipinos. It's our unofficial, pastime, that we like to spend our time. Obviously, it's what do you call it? Mañana habit. We put off our tasks, general tasks. But especially as students, we put off our projects, assignments, We put off our schedule and we say, I'll do it later na lang, I know it's honestly a bad habit, It's a bad cycle that perpetuates and it never ends really. So, yes.
Interesting. How this habit affect your responsibilities as a student?
Well, Mañana habit, obviously it negatively affects me as a student kasi my schedule is disrupted, I don't get the motivation all the time to do my work, so most of the times I miss deadlines, I won't be able to study, I get tired always, so I miss classes. It's a bad habit. it's become a bad habit really, you know. Mao dyan na siya. So yeah.
And what advice would you give fellow students to break this cycle?
Well, I don't think I am the right person to ask that question, guy. No, I'm suffering from Mañana habit, pero currently I am working on improving myself, no. Recently I've been actually putting off my bad habits like not studying. So whenever there's something that I need to do, I do it immediately, you know. So yeah, I do the things that I need to do immediately so that I don't procrastinate na. And also whenever I feel overwhelmed, I do it little by little, no. So I break down tasks little by little. So for example, if I have to study a very long exam, I'll break it down by like maybe I'll study for 15 minutes, take a break, and then study for 15 minutes again. And yeah, it's a small progress. It's a small or like a very gradual process of breaking down this bad habit. You know what they say? Bad habits are like old habits die hard. Yeah, that's what they say. So yes, that's what it is.
Thank you, Rusty. Two different perspectives, one thrifty, the other Mañanas. Back to you in the studio.